This is Cumberland County Mayor Alan Foster, and I wanted to take just a few minutes today to talk to you about the COVID-19 pandemic that we're currently dealing with. But before I start, I want to take just a minute to talk to you about the census. It's important that everybody does their part, do your part, stay apart during this time, this pandemic, but it's still important for you to fill out your census. I know that many people are struggling. It may be your health or the health of a friend or a loved one. It could be your finances or just the fear and uncertainty of what's to come next. But please don't let that prevent you from being counted in this census. You can do it by phone, you can do it by mail, you can do it online at census.gov. It's easy and it's fast, but it's needed. It's something that's needed right here in Cumberland County. Federal funding and representation are determined by the outcome of the census. That matters to Crossville, that matters to Cumberland County, and it matters to Tennessee as a whole. It's only going to take you 5, maybe 10 minutes to impact our county for 10 years. Every person counts, so please take the time to do your census. Now on to COVID-19. You've probably heard by now that the governor has extended his executive order to stay at home through April the 30th. That does leave essential businesses and services open, but we're only supposed to be out if we're going to work or conducting this essential business. Now that's a wide range of activities, so if you're not sure if what you're wanting to go to is essential, you can go to tn.gov and read the executive orders that the governor has put out there, and it also has the contact information to his office if you need any type of clarification. Little rumor control here. I want to make sure that everyone knows you do not have to have papers to be out. I've talked to Sheriff Cox about this on multiple occasions. His deputies aren't. They've been instructed to not pull anyone over for this. You should not be pulled over and ask where you're going or anything like that. So you do not have to have papers to be out and about. I know there are a lot of opinions on whether or not the state and federal government, whether they're overreacting or underreacting or if we've got it just right. This is a tough situation right now. But here in Cumberland County, we know that our case count continues to rise, but we also know that it's hard to be isolated. These are frustrating times, but now is the time to reach out to others. It's a good time to just pick up that phone and call your friends and your family or your neighbors. Just talk to them, check on them, and see how they're doing. Many people have experienced high levels of stress during this outbreak. You know, we're isolated to a great extent. We're dealing with unprecedented levels of uncertainty, and that's very frustrating. But we do have mental health resources that are available. That includes, right now you can text TN to 741-741 to reach the crisis text hotline, and that will immediately connect you with a trained crisis counselor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can find them online as well, but if you want to text them, you can text them right now. The crisis text hotline, text TN for Tennessee, TN to 741-741, and that will get you a trained crisis counselor. The Tennessee Charitable Care Network is a list of all the charitable clinics in the state of Tennessee, and that can be gotten to if you get on the web and go to tccnetwork.org. That's tccnetwork.org. The My Healthcare Home website directs people that's right here in Middle Tennessee to their nearest charitable clinic. It includes prescription discounts and screenings. More information, you can go to myhchtn.org. That's myhchtn.org. And we also have the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The number is 800-273-8255. If you prefer, you can go to the website and chat with them there at suicidepreventionlifeline.org. That's suicidepreventionlifeline.org, or you can call 800-273-8255. Cumberland County and Crossville, you may not be aware of it, but we have an emergency management agency. They're working hard right now to match up resources and needs. That's their job, to plan and match up these resources and needs. For instance, they're in charge of coordinating the purchase of personal protective equipment. You've heard that called PPE, I'm sure. But that is for healthcare providers only. So that's things like masks and gloves and gowns. So the EMA is not coordinating that for individuals, only for healthcare providers. But I do want to say something about PPE. please do not throw your used gloves and other items in the parking lots of our retail establishment. I've seen pictures, I've heard from others about the mess that's left in these parking lots. People have to pick that up. So I'm asking you right now to please be a part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem, and don't just discard your PPE in the parking lots and other places. Dispose of it properly. Back to our EMA, we can work with you, the EMA, on other needs, things like food, helping with bills and other things like that. You've probably heard that the CDC has suggested that you wear a cloth mask when you go out. It's not required, but it is suggested. My understanding, that's more to protect others from you than you from others that are wearing the mask, but you can find directions on how to make these at cdc.com, but there are also several groups here that are making them in Cumberland County. So if you need to be connected with any of these types of resources, call our EMA at 484-7016. That's 484-7016. Cumberland Medical Center, I've talked to the CAO, David Bunch, over there on multiple occasions. They are working diligently to protect patients and the community from the potential spread of this COVID-19 virus. They're in continual contact with different resources in the Upper Cumberland and East Tennessee for regional emergency preparedness crews. They have being part of a larger organization, they have a supply team that's doing a great job with coordinating those supplies and procurement. They have expanded their bed capacity protocols for possible COVID-19 patient surges and for PPE and other equipment. So Mr. Bunch has assured me that they are prepared in a time that, just on a personal opinion, in a time that so many local hospitals have closed. We're really blessed to have a local hospital that is open and available to help us. If you need more information on the hospital, you can go to cmchealthcare.org or covenanthealth.com to get more information on those. I've had a lot of questions about schools. Cumberland County school system is feeding children 18 and under every day, and more students are signing up daily. It's my understanding that well over 30,000 meals are being served a week right now. You heard that right, 30,000 meals a week. That's just an incredible job. I want to thank our school system for all the work and all the employees that are doing that. It really is making a difference. We appreciate you. But they're also offering continued learning opportunities. Learning packets for students can be picked up at individual feeder school sites and at Staples here in town. Physical packets for learning and information are being provided because, as you probably know, we don't have very reliable internet, and a lot of people don't have the devices that are needed to connect. So participation in these opportunities is voluntary. I want to make that clear, sure that's clear. But participation is voluntary in these opportunities, and if you want more information about that, please check out the website cc.schools.k12tn.net. That's cc.schools.k12tn.net. Or you can also look at the school district's Facebook page, as well as the individual school and teachers' web pages and Facebook pages for more information. A little bit about testing. Your primary care physician and the local health department are both capable of testing for COVID-19. The local health department is conducting drive-through testing from Monday through Fridays at 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you need tested, you can drive into the health department and they will test you there. If you need more information from the health department, give them a call at 484-6196. That's 484-6196. A little bit about county government. Our county government buildings, for the most part, are closed to public access, but we are still conducting as much business as is possible. A lot of the deadlines for different licenses and things have been extended, and if you have questions about that, you can go to cumberlandcountytn.gov for contact information for the various offices. If you can't get the information you need there, feel free to call my office at 484-6165, and we can help direct you to the resources that you need. Now, I'm not going to say we can answer every question you have, but we're going to do everything we can to get you in touch with someone that can answer your questions. Most county business, for the most part, can be conducted in different ways, by phone, by email, online. So we can help you out for most of the things that you need. I want to mention that the animal shelter is included in the buildings that are closed to the public access. Our animal shelter is essentially full. We can't schedule a transport that would normally take a lot of our animals out of town to other parts of the country for adoption. That can't be done right now due to the virus, and that means we are not able to accept surrenders. So you can't bring an animal to the animal shelter right now. The intake is only available for animal control and for emergencies only. So we know that this is not an ideal situation. None of these things are. It's not optimal, but we are doing the best we can under the circumstances. The people that work at the animal shelter, they love animals. That's why they're there. You couldn't do the job if you didn't. So please remember that. They are doing their best under these trying circumstances, just like all of us. If you're interested, you can get more frequent updates. You can check the county website at cumberlandcountytn.gov. I also have a newsletter. Currently, I'm sending it out almost daily, not every day, but almost every single day. You can subscribe to that at allenfoster.net. That's ALLENFOSTER.net. In closing, I just want to say that I really truly believe that we are stronger when we work together. Cumberland County has a high percentage of seniors that live here. And I'm going to tell you, one of those is my mother. She lives with me, 76 years old, and she's in great shape and fit, but the last thing I want to do is take something home to her. So we need to remember that this is vital, that everyone takes this seriously. It's not necessarily for me or you, but it's maybe for someone that we love and care about. This pandemic, in my opinion, has shown a lot of strengths that we have as a community as well. People have come together to sew masks for healthcare workers and providers and the general public. And they're ready to help with food delivery and other needs. People are adapting with creative ways to worship and just to show solidarity. Like I said, our school system is delivering meals, and we have Fair Park Senior Center that has meals for pickup as well. We're a strong community, and we will get through this together. But I'm asking you again to remember, please do your part, stay apart. Stay safe. Thank you, and God bless.